As a black man, you're gonna have to do way more than the average man to increase your sex appeal. And a big part of it is because typical beauty standards don't always recognize our unique facial traits and our cultural styles, which is fine. We're not gonna have a victim mindset. There's been so many times as a black man, I've gone on Google to find out certain information about my skin, my hair, my body, and there was kind of like no information or very little information, to the point where a lot of it was useless. So in today's video, we're not only just going to meet those standards, we're going to redefine them. Hit that like button, sub to the channel, and let's get into it. When I was younger, I went to a predominantly white school. Like in my year, there was probably 4 of us that were black. In my whole school, maybe like 10, just a little bit over 10 at the time. I remember a girl said to me, "You're very good looking for a black guy."
What do you mean by that?
The world is such a big place, so depending on where you go, you are going to be viewed differently in terms of attractiveness. So you need to have that growth mindset that, okay, I can make a difference to my sex appeal, I can make a difference to my life. Once you got that, you really want it, you got to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? You got to put in the work. So here are the next steps that you need to do in order of how to increase your sex appeal as a black guy. First up, let's talk grooming. Keeping yourself well groomed is important for sex appeal. I don't even care what race you are. Your hair, your skin, your teeth, your beard, it makes a big difference. It also has a big part in initial attraction. When a woman first sees you, how you smell. Do you look confident in the clothes that you're wearing? You know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that there's a definitive style that you need to follow. However, it's important that you wear clothes that fit you good. And most importantly, you're comfortable in wearing them, because if you're not, females can see that. Females can tell when you're not feeling what you're wearing because you're not gonna walk properly. So your posture, your perspective, your aura, it's gonna come across as off. And then that's gonna have a big part in when talking to women. A woman is going to like you more if you take care of yourself, because the way you look, it says a lot about you. You need to have a basic skincare routine, nothing crazy. You know, you moisturize your face, you wash your face, and you apply sunscreen. There's also a little stigma in the black community that a lot of black guys are against wearing sunscreen. However, you need to understand the purpose of wearing sunscreen isn't just to protect your skin from getting sunburnt, because the reality is, when I used to not wear sunscreen to now, I've never been sunburnt in my entire life on my face. My face has never been sunburnt. The whole point of wearing sunscreen is that nowadays, with the foods we consume, on top of that, the UV rays are changing, and furthermore, depending on what products you have in your skincare routine, it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun. So it's gonna cause more dark spots, it can cause more acne problems, things like that. When you wear sunscreen, it will just help alleviate a lot of these potential problems. Now we're gonna talk about your hair. You're gonna wanna get your hair cut at least once a month, you know, every 4 weeks, depending on what style you get, maybe even every 2 weeks. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you need to have a certain hairstyle, because the reality is, the hairstyle that is going to look best on you is gonna depend on your hair type, your face shape, and what you can maintain the best. But here are the keys that you need to remember when it comes to having a haircut as a black guy. So number one is finding a barber that understands black hair, understands your hair type, and always gives you a good haircut. If you find your barber getting complacent, because that happens a lot of time with services, then move on, find another barber. And furthermore, on that point of finding a good barber, when it comes to us guys and beards and hair and things like that, as black guys, we tend to be a lot more sensitive to things like ringworm and hair conditions, right? When I was younger, again, I experienced ringworm on the back of my neck, and that's because my barber didn't clean the blade and it affected me. So make sure you have a hygienic barber, they're cleaning their tools, and that way you don't have any risk of experiencing that as well. If you're receding, you're thinning, you know, any of those problems there, look into procedures, look into treatments. There's minoxidil and finasteride, there's dermarolling, there's red light therapy. There's so many things we can do as guys to enhance our hair and our beard. Furthermore, I've actually used minoxidil to grow my beard. A video on that coming soon, but I grew my beard using minoxidil. Me growing my beard has increased my facial attractiveness. 1, I feel more confident. 2, it makes my face look more angular. And 3, it makes me look more masculine. So females love that. I actually get told I look a lot older than I am. So the beard has really helped me increase my sex appeal. I truly believe that every black guy should have these grooming essentials. You want some sort of coarse hairbrush so that you can brush down your sides, brush down your hairline. You want some sort of fine beard comb so you can manage your beard properly. And you have to have a do-rag, a bonnet, or a satin silk pillowcase to maintain hair health and hygiene. Moving on to fitness and body game, because I truly believe body game is essential for all men, not even just black men, but all men. But even going deeper into black men now, we can all agree when we think about famous black celebrities, especially in Hollywood, they're jacked, they're in shape. And that's because, going back to what I said at the start of the video, as a black man, you got to put in more work. There's a huge myth that, every black guy has great genetics, and if you're black, you don't need to work as hard. You need to stop with that mindset. Stop thinking that you got it easy. Let me tell you this right now, body game is essential because it says a lot about you without saying anything at all. And now going back to females, they love that shit. I can say for a fact here, if I did not look the way I do physically, like my body, I would not attract the amount of females I do right now, and that's factual. If you guys have seen the channel, I've done shirtless and public reactions. I've spoken to a lot of girls. One of the first things they notice about me is my body, right? Not every single black guy is gonna have good genetics for one. And even if you have good genetics, you still need to work hard to get to where you wanna be. I've been working out almost every single day for the last 7 years. Genetics do not make you work. Genetics do not put the work in for you. Genetics do not make you disciplined. So you need to stop with that mindset. So my recommendations for this one is quite simple. You want to hop in the gym. You want to train a minimum of 3 times a week when you start, and potentially look to increase it to 6 days over time. So you're going to work out to define your physique. You're going to eat good to make you feel better and further define your physique. And you're also going to make sure you're getting enough sleep to help you recover and perform better and function better, think better. They all go hand in hand. When you are crafting a physique, you know, when you want to get into the best shape, you want to focus on these 3 things. Number 1 is a low body fat percentage. The lower your body fat is going to be, the more defined your muscles are going to be, the more slimmer your face is going to be, the more angular your face is going to look. In the eyes of a female, that is extremely attractive. Number 2 is the V-taper. The V-taper is enhanced by your show muscles. Your V-taper is your shoulder to waist ratio. Your V-taper is essentially making your physique look like a V. It shows a really powerful, masculine and confident physique. So you want to focus on what I call the show muscles, or, you know, female gaze muscles. Your shoulders, your triceps, your upper chest and your abs, right? And your back, your lats, okay? Those are like some of the most important muscles. And finally is proportions. You want to have a well-balanced physique, right? Everything should be in tandem with each other. Next, we got dental health, which is often overlooked, especially within the black community. When statistically, black men actually face more jaw and dental related issues. I got braces. I spent 5K on my teeth, and it was hands down one of the best investments I've ever made. One of the compliments I get from a lot of females is that I have nice teeth. I have a nice smile. And that's because I fixed my teeth. I put in the work, I saved up, I stacked bread to invest in my teeth, and that investment played off, because how many years later, I am the man I am today. I'm way more confident. Before I got braces, I would never even smile. I would literally talk to girls like this. I would have my hand over my face and talk to women, and that's not attractive. That shows a lack of confidence. So if you're someone that is insecure about your teeth, you know, you got messed up teeth, your shit is yellow, go get that fixed, man. Like, you have to just get it fixed. It's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you look better. It's an essential. So you need to invest into good dental care. Here's some essentials that you need in your oral hygiene routine. A water flosser, a regular floss to floss your teeth, because a lot of people lack on this, but a lot of the time when you brush your teeth, you're not getting through the little debris and dirt that remains between the crevices, so you need to be flossing. Use a tongue scraper because it will help to remove bacteria and get rid of bad breath. And again, what type of woman is gonna like a man that has stinky breath? That ain't even making sense to me, bro. And finally, some sort of electric toothbrush is way more better than manual brushes, and they're actually shown to get rid of more bacteria. I also whiten my teeth using whitening strips every couple of months as well. But yeah, that's my guide to boosting your sex appeal by focusing on what makes you stand out and unique as a black man. If you want more specific help and advice regarding glowing up and becoming the best version of yourself, tap into my self-improvement community in the description. We got an accountability network of like-minded men that want to level up and become the best version of themselves, that want to become a high impact man. Please hit that like button, sub to the channel, and I'll be back with another upload soon.